Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back after a very, very long break. So, to answer the question, where have I been? Why has there been no Robocraft content on the channel? Simply put, I got bored. I got burnt out by the game after playing it for well over a year. It can be a little tiresome, and I was simply bored of the game, so any content I made was very obviously me being bored, and I am not a good actor. Some people can act and pretend they still have some feigning interest in the game they're playing, which is absolutely fine for entertainment purposes. But for me, I can't do that. I suck at acting in even a very slight amount. I just don't talk, is the main problem. I guess something to do with having a speech impediment and being very aware of the words I say. It's not so natural to just waffle on about useless topics, although I do that anyway. So let's ignore that fact and get into the game. So, since the last video, what's happened then? The new clan system is well underway. Soon it will be the full release of it, in addition to all the little bonuses it will give. We are going to be soon getting robots in our crates when we are victorious or even lose in battles, and experience multipliers. My god, they have increased the amount of experience we get a lot. Over double in Team Deathmatch, and I believe everything else has had a 100% increase, so it is now double. So what are we going to do today? I think, since we are starting fresh, since we are coming back after a long break, we should make a new robot. So let's go to Add Bay, and let's start work here. Now, what type of bot do I really want to make? I'm not sure, but I've got the building itch at the moment. I want to build something, and what I think I'll go with... Oh look, there's our centre of mass, believe it or not. What I think I'll most likely go with is something to do with being a medic. I've really wanted to be a medic recently in a more dedicated way, so perhaps going for a hover medic of some kind would be good, or perhaps even a cruiser medic, just to be a little bit weird. Something which has the main role of being a medic, rather than the medic element being a secondary function, a secondary idea. I know it isn't as good as it used to be, but there's something very rewarding about controlling life and death of your allies. So then, let's get started. So I've decided we are going to go with a cruiser. The main reason being, I am still yet to find a cruiser I truly like, and I do find cruisers to be the weakest robot type at the moment. I mean, they definitely do have bonuses. They are fairly quick, they have a lot of redundancy in terms of their movement type because you add so many wheels, and they overall, in my opinion, just look pretty darn awesome. But they do control a bit weird, and that's why I've decided to add the back rudders. The back rudders are not necessary, especially if you very well craft your robot so that the weight distribution is quite good, and if you add thrusters, the thrusters aren't imbalanced. But because of my lack of building skills and the fact I like things to be incredibly stable, I think I will be keeping the two rudders at the back. Prototype bot, you have proven your worth. Let's get back to building you up. What I think I'm going to do is keep it very low to the ground and go very shield heavy. This way, it will act as a bit of a cockroach. It's going to be incredibly difficult to simply destroy because it's going to have an outer shell, which should prove to be somewhat good. Although probably not in this pattern because then I'll end up losing wheels, so probably one higher than that, and then just work around the edges, which are obviously going to be a bit weaker. I've seen this done very well by different people, never really tried it myself, so expect this to be a bit rough as a first draft. How do I want to do this? So one idea we could do is a very simple ribcage look, which isn't the most attractive thing in the world, but it would be somewhat functional, in that this is going to helpfully defend almost all of our wheels from pretty much everywhere from the side. So that's something, I suppose, and then the front could be something really nice and simple as well, like the D electroplates or the F electroplates. I get the idea of them being named letters, but to me it just seems odd still, even though of course it makes complete sense. Something like that, and boy is that hideous. It's like, I don't know what it's like, it's a very odd looking thing. It's almost decent looking in a kind of grotesque way. It looks like one of those animals that used to scuttle along the ocean floor ever so long ago. Or perhaps that's just in my head. That is a very, very strong possibility. So let's figure out how we're going to do the top section. Now we've already used up 941 P-flops. Yeah, this is a, not a good build. But considering I'm only just currently back in Robocraft, and this wasn't meant to be a permanent build anyway, I'm not too upset by that fact. Why are you doing this? Is there any reason why this is not being counted as a true object on the robot? I mean, surely those two sections were exactly the same. I was simply adding these lovely aero rods. So let's do that again, this time. Not in mirror mode. Then we do the opposite. And this time round, it's this one that's bugging out. Well, that is very, very odd. Why on earth would that happen? And now it's working again. Sure. Sure. I mean, if we're going to look like some kind of ancient sea-dwelling creature, we may as well make it look the part, shouldn't we? So here we are, with a very, very creepy-looking front, and now we can kind of stylize the rest of the bot. Although, once again, I will stress that this is me coming back into Robocraft. I'm not really trying with this build, and it's going to look a little bit silly. But that is the best way to enter any game after a break. Just have fun with it. Well, it's not going to win any beauty awards, and I would certainly rate it quite low in style, but here we are, and what I think I'm going to call Scuttle. It should work pretty well. It does have some thrusters on the underside in addition to the side. It has 6 of the Nano Menders, the second largest of the Nano types, and it also has 4 tiny little laser hornets. I was going to add a 5th, but then I ran out of CPU, and honestly, I don't want to spend much more time on this robot. This is going to be a very silly robot which is going to get one day of fun and then probably be destroyed. So at least it's going to have a good life. It's like a fly. It gets to go about, do its business, then perish. Horribly. What are you? Can anyone tell me why there's a random glowing tile of all the tiles? Okay, maybe not. I decided to remove one of the 2 rudders to get a 5th laser hornet. This way our fire rate is still terrible, but slightly less terrible, and the robots kind of grew on me. It's not going to be a good robot, but I think I'm going to enjoy myself today, and that is the important thing about a game like Robocraft. Take it too seriously, and you're just not going to have fun, at least in my experience. So, Scuttle is the name, and let's get into a fight. That horrible sinking realization that you haven't tested the robot in a very, very long time, and you don't even know if it will work. But honestly, the style of the bot has really grew on me. I actually quite like it now. It looked terrible to start off with. I mean, it doesn't look great now, but at least it has some style to it. Okay, let's stick with the mechs. Just stick with the mechs, be their healer, and use them as a living shield. Because robots are alive now, don't you know? It handles very well, that's because of the rudder at the back. Do some damage while I'm waiting for people to take damage. Ah! Healing! I keep forgetting that the health bar now also represents shield. So even if they're not at full health, there's a chance... Oh, that's an ally. There's a chance it's just their shield that's taken damage. Okay, let's try and heal that guy. I really should have just ran to heal him in the first place, to be perfectly honest. I will help you! Finally, after being a coward. I helped by ramming into a wall. I gave him some comedic relief. It made him feel way better. Getting some airtime there. Well, I wanted to help you out, but you really do want to die, so I will grant you this wish. Unless you come right to me right now. Nope. Take that, wall. Yeah, you didn't expect me to hurt your walls, did you? Nah. See, that's tactics, guys. Not doing the expected... Oh, look, it's a flying mech. They got a bit less popular for a while, but they're back again now. They kind of ebb and flow. I find them to be easily one of my favourite robot types at the moment, which is really silly, just flying mechs. Because flying mechs. That's a nice looking tank. I feel bad now. Look at the flyer from the sky. It looks really like my one, to be honest. Okay, I'm not going in there to help him, because he's going to die, so I may as well try and do some damage. Someone keeps healing up this mech, so I'm really not doing much. Also, laser hornets. My god, do they feel weak. Well, at least mechs can walk over me. That is one big bonus to being so low as a cruiser. You don't really get in people's way that much. Mechs can walk over you, and hovers can fly over you. Ah, just keep moving, zigzag a little bit. Excuse me. There we are, get you back to full. Currently 5-2 to us, so that's good. Using a cruiser is so unwieldy. Even the really well-made ones that I've played, it just... Oh, in comparison to the other movement types, it's so much... I don't know, it just takes so much more concentration to get the job done. That's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just... When you're trying to focus on other things, it's not great, especially when you've had a break from Robocraft or something, which is going to be my excuse for the entire day, as you can tell. Turning is not fast enough on this. I have so many steering wheels. It is actually the rudder. The rudder does slow down turning, but also the fact I'm so heavy in terms of mass. Well, we're going to die, but let's see if we can get some points before the end. Give me a good crate, even if we lose. Plus, I believe in you, little dying robot. I will not give up on you. Yes, walk! Walk again! I have performed miracles! Damn it, damn it. Okay, we're going, okay? Stop shooting me. You know what, I think actually just stopping here would probably be the best idea. Damn it! I really thought he was going the other way then. I wasn't paying attention to the health bar, apparently. Oh, why aren't carbon 6 thrusters? Carbon 6 lasers. Do they cost the same as regular lasers now, like the thrusters, or is that just the... Ah, oh, darn, so close to that kill. Or is that just the thrusters? I wish I had his bot. He's decked out for any situation. Look how many weapons he's got. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a Tesla as well, just to round it all off. Spot everyone for the team, there we are, do a little bit of damage if we can. But yeah, the Hornets aren't good enough. Really should have gone for the blasters. Should have just took them off by the robots. Speech today is not coming easily for me. Ooh, they are all ganging up on us now. Okay, swap back to heal mode since that bubble is preventing me from doing anything anyway. I can see why cruisers are such a rare commodity these days, and it is sad, because back in the day, cruisers were easily my favourite movement type. But now, no, it really isn't. Also, the placement of these medic guns isn't ideal. Not being able to use all of them when facing sideways is very bad when I can't turn on the spot. I can't pivot on the spot. I'm being annoying, but I'm just going underneath all the mechs. Turn. Okay, swapping to DPS, trying to take out his shotgun. Ah, took it out, but a bit too late. I'm helping, guys. I'm helping. That mech is just impervious to damage. But saying that, I am using a laser hornet, so it doesn't feel like I'm doing damage to anything. Okay, took out one weapon. Can we take out the other? Yes, we can. There we are. That's what you get for going so far ahead of your team. Even laser hornets can take out weapons very effectively. In fact, I'd say that's the one bonus, because you can have so many of them because how small they are, and they probably won't. Oh good, we have an AFK. That's beneficial. We're winning, but now we might lose. Hello, sorry, my bad. I have, like, no control over this part. I hate that flyer! He's so annoyingly good. Stop playing well! Dude, you got a shotgun right up your bum. Yeah, we're going to move back. We could have already won this fight against him, but he's being healed now as well. This guy has a thing for me. I mean, I am pretty. I'm a very pretty robot, but still, it's no excuse. I'll take out most of the weapons. Let's see if we can do the same to this fellow. Destroying their weapons is probably better than healing in many, many circumstances. We have no healing weapons left. Come on, I need to duck. Duck and dive, duck and dive. Let's help out a little bit. Okay, with our one single medic gun, let's see if we can heal. I mean, if nothing else, I have felt useful in this match, which is lovely. Shotgun. No more shotgun for you. Can we win with our lasers? Yes, we can. There we are. One more kill for us. And my first kill, I think. No, second kill. When the hell did I get the first kill? Got one of his rotors gone. Got his leg. Yeah, we got him, and now your shotgun is gone, and now you only have one rail, and now you are a lump of blocks, and now you're dead. Awesome. You know, I don't think this is a terrible robot. Shield placement is awful, though. Man, I'm going from one fighting area to the other, but at least with this one I can help out a little bit, and maybe you'll heal me? If nothing else, we're getting some points. Yes, we're auto-healing! Yeah, perfect. Okay, back to you. You may have bigger guns than me, but I can take... Oh, can't take yours out. Second place! How on earth did we get second place? Well, that's how. We healed a lot. So close to first place. If he wasn't a healer as well, we would have got it. Okay, that wasn't bad. That was not a bad intro back into the world of Robocraft, flying a little fun robot and doing well with it. Don't you give me an epic over here. Good. Oh, I want more flag. I have loads of flags at the moment. I need to start using them. So, you all keep, you all sell, you... Well, you're going to be sold. The wasps are terrible. So, will I be keeping the scuttle? Oh, I want to say yes, but... Okay, so, real talk here. Real talk, lads and ladies. My lovely friends and peoples. Real talk, problems with robot moment. I had to remove a wheel at the front to add these two pincers, of course, which are the Rhino mask, which is terrible. It really has affected turning. The shields are useless in their current placement. They really, really are. It's so easy to knock them off when you're attacking me from the front or the back or even from an angle that them being there is almost completely pointless and they take up so much CPU. Wheels do have benefits, but I will say, I still believe, and many people do, so it's not just my imagination, wheels are not the strongest thing at the moment. They really aren't. Medic weapons did surprisingly well. I felt like I helped out the team in several of those fights. I felt like, with me being there, I was a boon. And even the Laser Hornets, weak as they are very good at taking out weapons. Because they are rapid fire, they allow for you to have a lot of mistakes with aiming, and their consistent damage can take out weapons, so being a crippling robot is something you can do. So overall, if I was rating this on Factory Fun, for style, I'd give it a 3, because it's grew on me. I still don't like it too much, but it's okay. Combat, I'd give it a 2, but it would be a good 2. It would be a good 2. It would be a 2, which is almost okay. I think the turning, though, is one of the biggest problems. It's a crippling problem. And if I put that there, as you can see, it affects the pincer, but it would be great to have an additional steering wheel on the very front, because that's, of course, a very powerful pivot point. So we could put it there. We'd have to lose a shield, which would make that area look a little bit weird, and this itself is going to look a little bit weird, but we could do this. And I can only imagine, although it looks very, very bad, that would most likely give us quite a good pivot. It would make us turn better. We could actually be more useful. Oh, definitely. Wow, the difference in turning. Yeah, especially from someone who's playing it, you can really feel it. And this is only on overclock 1, so... Although it looks silly, even just that is good. But what would happen if I just removed the rudder? Would that help my turning? At the consequence of a lack of stability. Now, the lack of stability isn't too bad on the team deathmatch map. It will only be a real issue if we go into elimination where the maps are very uneven and you can constantly flip. Not that much of a difference actually. I'm quite surprised. Rudders used to be a bit more harsh. Oh, they used to be a lot more harsh on hovers. Cruisers not so much. They were harsh, but not as bad. So, doesn't feel like we need it though. But I do actually like it being there, because it adds like a tail. It kind of looks like a whiptail scorpion. Now, if you Google what a whiptail scorpion is, you'll realise how creepy those are, and the fact that I'm getting one in actually only like 2 months' time. Yeah, very creepy pet. Kind of awesome though. Anyway, I like creepy pets. What do you expect from someone who has pet tarantulas and is also getting a pet snake soon? And used to have pet snakes and all sorts of gubbins before moving. Anyway, that's a complete side note for another day or for the vlog channel. I don't mind Scuttle. I think Scuttle needs to be reworked. I think for like 10 minutes of building it's surprisingly decent. But the shields, I need to do something with the shields. They're just... How much CPU are they each? Let's have a quick look-see. They are 28 CPU each. So right now we're on 1,147. We remove all of these. Now we're only on 811, and I swear the difference in gameplay would be minor at best. Wow, yeah, I need to look at this robot for a while and think about if I'm going to keep it or not, and then if I am going to keep it, make some changes which will positively benefit it, because right now, I just can't keep it. It's just, I don't have infinite blocks, I don't have infinite items, and I don't want to keep on rebuilding it every time I steal from it, so I'll have a think about it. But thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. Robocraft should be very soon returning to a normal upload schedule. Not straight away, though. I still have a lot of other stuff to do. I still have a lot of From the Depths stuff I need to edit and create and all that gubbins. But Robocraft will be returning. It's not gone forever, and I think that's what this video should be all about. Robocraft is staying. The next Factory Fun should come out before the weekend. So, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Robocraft is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Next time, more battles, regardless. We'll do more battles, less waffling. Bye-bye.